I used to think my life was finally settling into the kind of happiness people only dream about. After years of failed relationships and heartbreaks, I had found Emily, a woman who seemed perfect for me. She was kind, funny, beautiful, and supportive. After 2 years of dating, I finally proposed. She cried, said yes, and the next few months were a whirlwind of wedding planning, family dinners, and endless discussions about colors, flowers, and venues. Our families were thrilled. My parents adored her. Her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bennet, treated me like a son. They would invite me over for dinners, ask about my work, and constantly remind me how lucky Emily was to have someone so steady and loyal. For a while, I believed I was stepping into a family as warm as my own. But then, 2 weeks before our wedding, everything shattered. It was a Friday evening when it happened. I was at work finishing up a late project when my phone buzzed. It was Emily. Or so I thought. Except this wasn't a message for me, it was a forwarded screenshot from her parents. Confused, I opened it. What I saw nearly made me drop my phone. The message was from Emily to her group chat with her closest friends. It read, "Okay ladies, hear me out. One last hookup before I'm officially tied down. Nothing serious, just one final night of freedom. No regrets, right? Eyes." And instead of sending that to her friends, she had accidentally sent it to her parents. Her parents, horrified, had forwarded it to me. No explanation, no commentary, just the raw text with her name above it. My chest tightened, my vision blurred. My fiancée, the woman I was about to marry, was planning to cheat on me days before our wedding? I couldn't process it. For an hour, I just sat in my office staring at the screen. My colleagues walked past, laughing about weekend plans, while my entire world was crumbling in front of me. I didn't respond immediately. Instead, I waited. I wanted to see if she would tell me herself. When I got home that night, Emily was acting completely normal. She kissed me on the cheek, asked about my day, and started chatting about seating arrangements. I kept my face neutral, but inside, I was burning. Finally, after dinner, I asked casually, "Did you text your friends today?" She froze. For a split second, her smile faltered. But then she recovered. "Yeah, just about bridesmaid stuff." "Why?" I pulled out my phone and placed it on the table. Her face drained of color as she saw the forwarded screenshot. Her hands trembled. I didn't mean it like that. It was just a joke, babe. You know how girls talk." I raised an eyebrow. "A joke? Emily, you literally said one last hookup before I'm tied down. That doesn't sound like a joke. That sounds like a plan." She stammered. "No, I swear, it was just stupid humor. I'd never actually do that to you." Her voice cracked, tears welled up in her eyes. But the more she tried to explain, the less convincing she sounded. That night, I slept on the couch. The next morning, I got a call from her father. His voice was low, stern. "Son. I don't know what to say. We're ashamed. We raised her better than this." Her mother got on the line too. She was crying. "Please don't let this ruin everything. It was a mistake. She knows it was wrong. We've spoken to her, and she swears she won't do anything." Their pleas only made me angrier. Emily had humiliated herself, disrespected me, and dragged both families into a mess. But I wasn't going to make a hasty decision. Not yet. Instead, I came up with a plan. Over the next week, I acted like everything was fine. I smiled, helped with wedding details, and kept up appearances. But behind the scenes, I was watching her every move. And my gut was right. 2 nights later, while she was out with her bridesmaids, I tracked her phone location. She wasn't at the fancy restaurant she told me about. She was at a downtown hotel. I drove there, my heart pounding, and waited in the parking lot. At midnight, I saw her walk out, with another man. He kissed her on the cheek before she got into an Uber. My stomach turned. The woman I was about to marry was already cheating on me. I didn't confront her that night. I needed proof. So I followed her pattern for a few days. Sure enough, she met the same guy twice more. I snapped photos each time. Now, I had what I needed. The night before the wedding rehearsal, both families gathered at the Bennett house for dinner. Emily was glowing, laughing with her bridesmaids, pretending to be the perfect bride-to-be. I played along, even toasted to our future. But when dessert was served, I stood up. Before we celebrate tomorrow, I said, there's something everyone here needs to see. I connected my phone to the TV and played a slideshow of the screenshots and photos. The original message she sent about a last hookup. The hotel locations. The photos of her with the other man. The room went silent. Her mother gasped, covering her mouth. Her father's face turned red with fury. My parents looked horrified. Emily jumped up, tears streaming. This isn't what it looks like. I swear. I cut her off. It looks exactly like what it is. You betrayed me. Days before our wedding. I turned to the families. I loved her. I trusted her. But this? This is unforgivable. Then I took off my engagement ring, placed it on the table, and walked out. The fallout was explosive. Her parents called me later, begging me not to tell extended family. But it was too late. Word spread quickly. Guests started canceling. Vendors backed out. Emily's perfect wedding crumbled overnight. As for Emily, she texted me dozens of times, alternating between apologies and insults. One message read, "You ruined my life." But I didn't respond. Because the truth was, she had ruined her own. It's been 6 months now. I've moved on. I'm focusing on myself, my career, and rebuilding my peace. Sometimes betrayal feels like the end of the world. But in reality, it's just the end of a lie. And I'd rather face the painful truth than live in a beautiful illusion. Last week, I heard from a mutual friend that Emily is still with the man she cheated with. Except now, he's already cheating on her too. Poetic justice, I suppose.